Hello, this is Chris, back again with another video. Welcome to Handy Tech. This is going to be another update since I stopped making videos for a couple weeks. So I'm just going to post this out there when I'm finished with this clip and just don't even edit it, really. Lots of things have happened since Halloween, or at least the day before Halloween. Um, we lost one of our dogs. Actually, we lost two dogs in the process. So I was done teaching and I went to go get some Halloween things for my kids. And this is Italy, so it's not like in America, but it's getting there, and it's a bit difficult to do trick or treating because there are a lot of apartments, and how do you trick or treat at an apartment, right? So, but I wanted to be festive, and so I went to the store to get some candy and some extra, costumes for Steffi and I, my wife. So, when we went out, we would have a costume. So I did that. My wife brought the kids to the grandparents, her parents, because we were in Italy. And anyway, in that process, our pug, Becky, was just chilling, you know, outside in the sun, and our Labrador was trying to mount, who's castrated, but he still tries to hump, was going to hump our German Shepherd, Samantha. And anyway, in that process, Becky was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the terrible incident of Samantha, um, breaking Becky's neck, was caught on camera, on my security camera, so we knew for sure it was her. And anyway, you know, our vision of having a dog family, like, we wanted lots of dogs, just didn't happen. And they grew up together, they loved each other, right? Slept together. But this was just one of those moments of, what nature is. Anyway, so we've been dealing with that process. But, Becky was more of my dog. You know, she slept around me the most, snuggled with me, and we snored together at night. And anyway, we have her ashes. Um, and yeah, the bureaucracy here is quite crazy. We had to, even though there's no rabies in Italy, there hasn't been any rabies since, for 60 years. We still had to go through this process, and we even had Becky vaccinated at one time or another for rabies. But anyway, um, it's pretty much done. We had to get rid of our German Shepherd. Um, we gave it back to the trainer, or the dog breeder, and it went through a process too, made sure it was good with people. She's a great dog. It was just that moment that just, she was triggered for something. Anyway, then, fast forward to Thanksgiving. Everything, I tried to, participate in Thanksgiving, even though I'm in Italy. I did it on a Saturday. Everything was fine. Great turkey. But then we found these, not notices, but pictures. And I'll post it here, of us, of my family. And it was quite disturbing because it was posted like right on our wall, and all the paths that we take when we go drop off the kids or when we walk the dogs. It's pretty obvious because there's a guy with a beard, and then I do shave my head, but Steffi has a nose ring. Um, and yeah, it was quite disturbing because it was in English, and we're pretty much the only ones in this area that speaks English natively. And I teach English, so a lot of people know me in the area because I'm pretty much the only American that teaches that's here that teaches English. So anyway, so I've been kind of monitoring like my social media levels in this area. And this is a town of like 39,000 people, but you know we're also dealing with different landlords, because we're looking for another house, but it seems like we one contract was broken. We were supposed to move and then get our deposit back for this house because I don't know if I've explained in another video. The house where we live in is abusive in the sense that we were going to rent and buy this house, like a lease option, as we call it in California. I used to be a realtor and a processor and loan officer too, all in one. And anyway, everything was fine, but then when we tried to get a loan, we saw that the building plans were false. They were falsified. Yeah, so the kitchen, for example, is not a kitchen. It's supposed to be a garage. So, and then that, of course, he put different wiring, different tubes, or pipes and everything, and there's leaks, and it's a nice home, but yeah, we need to move, and we put a substantial deposit down. Then the landlord's wife dies, but she was nice and all, but she lied to us too, committed fraud. So we went eventually to court, and the nerve of this guy. I mean, he was caught in the lie. Um, so anyway, we've been trying to move to a house because an apartment would not fit all of us and the dogs. And anyway, that's part of um, the pain, or part of the problems that this person has caused. But anyway, um, we were going to try to move into this really nice place that's actually across the lake this way, in a village called Baveno, and everything was fine. We were going to do a lease option there, but then we find out that the garage is separate from the house. Like, like you have to purchase it separately. That's what I mean. It's on the same property, but huge garage. I mean, he rented out boats for a living, and so that meant that his business would still need this garage, and we were not going to have that. We don't want strangers on our property. So we were going to purchase that too, but he had to speak to his brother because his brother had that for some reason. Anyway, and of course they don't talk to each other for some reason. And so anyway, that's why we can't move out of this house yet. Anyway, then we found another house in Baveno. Everything was fine except it had to be reconstructed, and this one we were just going to rent, right? They were interested in renting since they couldn't sell it because beautiful house, but then there's like a apartment complex like right next door. And of course Steffi doesn't like that because of privacy reasons. So we were going to put the Great Wall of China fence. I mean, not wall, but a big fence, and that would help with the privacy issues. But the distance was still going to be a factor because all of our kids' schools are over here, and their friends and everything. So we were going to still, do that and go back and forth. Anyway, but Steffi's, voodoo skills found another place here, up on this mountain up here, and beautiful view of the house. And we haven't signed yet, but we're about to. The landlord loves us, and like, but we have to sign December 20th. So we had to close the deal with Baveno because they're saying that they're getting close to being finished with the house, but they didn't. They told us last minute. We thought, that gives, it's still late, even though they're about finished. They're still late, and that gives it no time for our worker to do the work because they're not doing all the work either. Um, like the painting and stuff on the inside. Anyway, it's a bureaucratic nightmare. Um, but this other house is, we're gonna have to downsize a little bit, but it's gonna be great and a good transitional house and affordable rent. And I'm still gonna be able to teach, stream videos once I get to the streaming level. I'm still not used to Twitch and OBS and stuff like that, but I want to get into those things, and I'm probably going to try to use Manycam as a streaming thing first, just for you know, just for fun. And I'm still studying for my driving test. I can drive anywhere in Europe except in Italy because this is my permanent residence now for now, and I've been here longer than a year. And it is not an easy test. I've already failed it once, and I'm kind of reluctant to take it again. But I'm doing my due diligence. I've read the book, and I'm taking tests, and I plan to do it after the move. And if I don't get that, there's an AM test, which is like for the scooters and stuff. So it's supposed to be easier, and I can try to take that, and at least to get me back and forth, and I can have one of the kids on the back to take him to school if need be. So anyway, that's what's been going on, and that's why I haven't posted any videos. Not to mention, I've been kind of sad for Becky, and I really really loved her, and but there's this great. I'm going to leave a link below. This great TED Talk where this lady talked about how video games help with PTSD patients and things like that. Well, that and tech have definitely helped me. So I've been trying to work around the house and do various things to improve our technology. And my hot tub, which I also love quite a bit after a good workout and stuff like that, and just to relax, broke down. But Arbus is, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a German company. Has been, they've been very helpful, and I think they're gonna fix it for free. I offered to buy another unit, or the motor part, not the basin, because that's still, the hot tub is still fine. With some wear and tear, but it's still doing good. But yeah, the heater broke down inside. Now this is after 10 months, and um, I am going to do a separate video on that. But long story short, I used it nonstop for 10 months, except, actually, I take that back. 3 of the months I didn't use it because I was in the States, or not 3 months, but a month and a half, let's say. I didn't use it. Um, so yeah, but 9 months of consistent use is, then it wore out. But that shouldn't be the case. It should just work. Or there should be a modular design to just put in that heating unit, put a new heating unit in there. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm going to make a video about it and discuss the process, because I did start a video about how great it was and about my experience with it, but then this happened. What else? Yeah, so I'm also continuing to study a lot, at the moment, studying business law. And this might be in a separate video where um, uh, I'm attending the Southern New Hampshire University online program to get a computer information systems um, degree, bachelor degree. I already have. I think I mentioned it before. I already have 1.5 degrees. I have a political science major, communication studies minor, and then I would get this bachelor's degree. Um, because I want to change my career, um, and I'm really stoked about it. And I'm also an IT support specialist, and I took uh, the on Coursera. I took a the Google IT support specialist certificate, the program that they have, and it turns out that those credits, right? And again, I'll go into more detail in a separate video. Those credits can be used for college credits. And so I'm pretty stoked about that. I just talked to my counselor the other day about it. So yeah, so that saves me some money. Um, and yeah, what else is going on? Well, that's it for the moment. But that's my quick little update, and I'm continuing to you know be sportive. I'm playing tennis, teaching tennis mostly to my kids, but also playing paddle tennis quite a bit, and I'm starting to um, work out a bit more. So I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But for a while, I was pretty not in a dark place. I mean, but I was just quite sad to lose, my little companion. But now she'll always be with us, and maybe one day we can spread her ashes into a place that we like. You know. Um, Anyway, um, more videos are coming. I'm gonna do a hot tub video, and then um, I think I mentioned I was gonna do um, a video about the lenses that you can get for your phone, um, and lots of other things, whatever pops up into my mind. All right. Well, I hope all of you had a great Thanksgiving, and we all have Christmas to look forward to. And when everybody, doesn't matter who you are nice for a little bit, uh, and then a brand new year to be an asshole. All right. Well, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.